Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the second channel. First channel was V-Belt & Son. Some of you guys might not have known that before, but there's a little bit of a limb going out and starting this second channel. So those of you guys that are watching it now, I really appreciate that. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we're going to be doing some super modifying, universal kit, put stuff in the brake. Cross-threaded a weld, but it's okay. I put it through the brake and it cleaned it up real good. But welcome to the Samson Andrew YouTube channel. Enjoy the video. Hey, boo. You get up here? Come. Come, jump up on the tire. There you go. Today we're going to be installing an Australian Shepherd on the back of the truck. Maybe permanent, maybe not. Now, but really though, we're going to put the gooseneck ball on this truck. This plate was in the bed of the donor truck. Literally just put it in the pickup bed and bolted through. There was some supports here and there, but for the most part, I think it's homemade. So we're gonna continue the tradition and home make this some more. Food, what you think, man? There's too much surface area. It's trying to spread out over the whole bed. So we'll probably end up cutting it somewhere similar to like a B&W style hitch. Leave probably 2 inches on either side of this big panel right here. And cut the sides to match the frame. Put brackets under the bottom and shoot, you know what? These ones might even, once I slice the sides off, those might be able to go down and be our vertical supports. I just now thought of that. I was just brainstorming what steel I had in stock that I could put down the sides, because that's what B&W does. They put spacers right here and then the vertical supports to bolt it down. They don't bolt straight through. At least that's what I remember. I'll have to go look at the truck. But let's go ahead and get started. Stopped in Tractor Supply yesterday. They have a plate very similar to this, but they just have the gooseneck ball is just strictly welded on there. This is one of those weird ones that kind of it flips up. It does something. There you go. But they wanted 250 bucks for one of those. I already have this one. It came with the truck, but this bar, flat plate, whatever, it's 3/8 thick with the Tractor Supply one, and I'm pretty sure it's designed just to sit in your bed. Bolt through everything into your frame and maybe have some bracing here and there. This one's only 1/4 inch, so we got to thicken that up a little bit. Went ahead and cut it all the way back until it's going to be underneath this, and I'm going to put this underneath there. Fortunately, I don't have enough for 2 pieces, so we're just going to Bluetooth the second one. No, I'm just kidding. We'll find something else. Obviously, modification will be needed. On the back, I'm running about a 3-inch body lift, whatever that adds up to be. because trying to match, I put the cab on level with the bed so it sits level, and then I had to make this body line look good, and that just kept escalating one little bit at a time, up, 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 and the front's here's only got like an inch, so it's got a little bit of a rake to it, which I think in the end, I mean the cab's on the chassis level, we just need to have a little lift kit in the front, 2-inch level, but we're going to end up needing to put 4-inch block in there to make this actually work, which will make it strong enough, but man, she gets a little weird. Little weird. But it'll be alright. Gonna go ahead and lift this back up, thanks to the handy dandy lift. Ooh, gotta make sure, you know, just eat. I already lifted it up like 6 times, but who's counting? Super handy. That way I don't have to go get a tractor. Don't you hit the cab. Somebody smoking in here? Oh yeah, it's a truck. So, now I need to get a piece that goes from here down. And I went and checked B&W on my red truck, and they literally just use 2 bolts. Okay? So we're going to do something similar to it, maybe use 3 bolts, maybe 4. But they use that factory hole and that factory hole right there. So, remember that piece? Excuse the noise, I'm trying to deal with the smoke. This is the bottom part that I left long. I shaved off the 2 sides right here, and I kind of planned on using those right there for the pieces I'm about to use now. But I got an 8-inch drop to where I'm comfortable with where the bolt holes are. So we got 8 1/4 right here. Weird. I don't know how that happened. And we got 23 inches between center to center, or no, outside to outside of those 2 bolt holes. 48-inch sheets. Cut her in half, and we got both our pieces. Boom, boom. I don't think I'll have any trouble with the thickness of this. B&W is literally right there in the same thickness. It's not a lot. That'll be alright. I'm actually not that worried about this. I'm going to put plenty of bracing and stuff on there. But just for curiosity's sake, I think I got some other stuff around here that's slightly thicker. Might run with that, or compare it at very least. But either way, this is a piece that's pretty much definitely going in the truck. Here's what I come up with. It's cowboy enough. I think I'll take it, buzz this thing in with a couple tack welds. I got to take it back off there, cut that at an angle to clean it up, and this one's got to drop down and over. She'll be plenty strong enough for if I got to pick up my buddy's woman from the farm. Alright everybody, you're gonna have to forgive me. I do not consider myself to be a YouTuber. I'm just a guy doing what I'm doing, and I bring the camera along every once in a while. And well, the camera didn't come along this time for one section of the journey, but the gooseneck ball, plate, everything, holes drilled, and plate cut out in the bed for the ball to come up through. I thought about just having just a ball flipper come through, but the way I designed it didn't allow that, because actually that plate sticks up about 1/4 inch, maybe 5/16. So it made the bed kind of do a little dancing. Had to cut her all the way out like you should anyway, and now she's money. So I'm going to go ahead and lift this bad girl up so you guys can see it. And I'm going to hit her with wire wheel, take it outside and give it the acid bath, paint her up, finish the install. And while that's up in the air, I'm going to run the air needle scaler on the underside of this bed. That's close. Air needle scale underneath the bed and give it a fresh coat of undercoating. So look at that bad girl. She is not going nowhere. I would definitely say it's rated for everything that the ball is. Definitely a lot more hoss to it. I can barely pick that up. When everything around it and both sides is glowing red when you get done with your weld, like, she's been damn hot. So I even went a little extra wide on this one, double passed in some areas. Not like it's really gonna help the case, but we're gonna have 5/8 bolts, front and rear, just like B&W has. And then I also, come on now, they fit tight. I'm also gonna go with a little halfer, just to throw in the mix, or 3/8-ish. Big dog, second round. She ain't going nowhere. They're the gold ones, so that they're made out of heavy duty, whatever. They're grade 8, you know what I'm talking about. Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? Now you gotta keep in mind, literally this was a big, oh man, 4 foot by 3 foot plate just sitting in the bed of the truck. And that's what held it in before. Like, that was what the gooseneck hitch was. So this is days more better than what it was. And for instance, it's a difficult SOB to actually get out of there. I think you gotta go that way. Well, come on now. Oh, Jesus. Watch out, camera. Oh, that exhaust tip was sharp. Give me a second, gotta rub that one out. Why is that so unbelievably sharp? Alright, back a little bit. Go ahead and drop it. Oh, dude. Was this made for that truck or something?
Factory.
Factory.
In the Samsung factory.
Where'd that big unit go? Big. Yep. Dude. Yeah, she ain't moving with her hand. These are torque heads. Look at that. Look at that. Save 250 bucks now. Saved. No matter what I did, I was gonna have to modify it. So.
Well, what's nice is you can use something they had in the yard that you know, from another trailer.
It's like on a project like this, you think, well, yeah, I could have bought something that was factory, spent upwards of $1,000 maybe.
Spent 15 minutes to put it on.
Yeah, but then out of time, or I use my time rather than.
I'm so excited. I just can't get the tape off.
Yeah, just look at all that. Is that aluminum? I don't even know what I ordered. I just want to see the intercooler and see if it's gonna fit. $100 and something bucks for the intercooler, or it was 160 bucks for all these and all the elbows, boots, and everything, plus the pipes. Well, I don't know what that was, but that can't be good. It was very losing parts. It's a little tiny intercooler. It's actually bigger than I thought it was. Perfect. Conventionally speaking, you have your condenser, which is your air conditioner stuff, and then you have your intercooler, and then you'll have your radiator, then a fan. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to do this backwards. We're going to have our fan, radiator, intercooler, and the condenser below it. So I'm hoping that this thing fits in here like a charm. About as perfect as you could ever hope for. Over the engine rather, but this thing will snug as a bug right in there. Man, I wonder if do her upside down if that helps us at all. So Alright, now let's go ahead and figure this out. Had to go to the store, get some fancy different bolts that cost too much because they're metric to go in the top and the bottom of this old girl. And I will have to definitely delete my fill cap. You know, 12 valves, I got it right there at the front on the timing housing. I'm gonna have to delete that, and I ordered one of them bad girls for the top. And these little clamps are, I use these things for everything. These two little doggers are my go-to. So, got that thing in there with the boots pointed down. Now let's go and figure out some of the stuff that we need. Got an intercooler pipe, 3 inch to 2.5, 3 inch to 2.5 reducer, Mishiboto. Those ones are, they're not cheap ones. And we got a nice piece of pipe that worked out good. We need one more right there, but we got to measure what that is. And I had to order a bead roller. What? I didn't have one. Never needed one. But this side over here is going to be the tricky one. Let's see if we can get an angle. Can you see what we're doing? Can you see? I think we might get away with this one going up in there like it should. Dur. But if we bend that one, I mean, how many pieces of those straights did I get? If it's aluminum, I think. Could we heat it and bend it? You can't go any lower with that guy. That's got to go up there. So we put a little juice on it in the press. I know. What'd you say? You commenting? Yeah, I figured you'd comment. You can't bend. You want to bet? I'll either I bend it and it kinks, or we figure something else out. I don't have any other choice. So let's figure out where we're going to bend it at. Oh, wait a second. No, we just need a little bend on her. Not much. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst? Get out of there. That could happen. Plan didn't work. So, we're going to do what I don't want to do and put a joint in the middle. Had to cut that piece in half. Knock out my dent. I'll show you how I did that. Got an exhaust flange maker. Stuffed that in there as far as I could. I think this side is actually maybe worse. Just a bit. More on its place, but you know, here we then this is low. Be done by now, but I had to go mess with this. Had to try to bend it. I think we're trying to do that again. Is she coming out of her ways? There, back to where we started from, plus the cut. Now, like I said, we're going to have a flare tool coming. Not today. It'll just look like hell. Alright, thanks to the limited supply of stuff that I have, I don't think this will be any worse than what my other plan was if I had another straight one. But put that there, and then I just got to cut this guy down Probably in half will do it. Then we got another whole piece. There's a simple task. Sure, it's together. Yep, sure. Now, here's the fun part. I gotta do some fabrications. I gotta put a plate right here. I think I'm gonna go and then hook into it right here. Probably put a rib nut so I could take the bracket off, either with it or it doesn't matter, so that it's easier to get the radiator out, because it's gonna be, you know, a Lego set trying to get her in and out of there. But I'm pretty happy about how that went in. Yeah, oh yeah, poor intercooler. I hope you'll handle what we're about to throw at you. If not, I think a Mishimoto one somewhere close to that. They have one that'll handle a little bit more sauce, but it costs some more doll hairs. Doll hairs? It's more money. On underneath here, not the end of the world. I honestly was just gonna put a piece like this, another straight guy, coming from down there, but I just didn't have another straight one, so joint in the middle. That's not the end of the world. It's got 2 more clamps, but good thing we got a kit that came about 9,000 clamps, and we're about ready to make some boost. Once we got this thing wrapped up, I got to figure out an intercooler. I mean, once we get that wrapped up, then I got to figure out an air cleaner. I thought I just put a little filter right there, but what's that? Do I need this? It's in the way. Well, here's what I spent the last 3 minutes building. Nice little bracket that bolts onto the factory spots for the shroud. So there'd be a big plastic doodad here with the stock fan sticking through it. Now, if I was just going to be mounting the intercooler purely off of these down here, I would be a little, you know. But this intercooler, I mean, it's very, very small compared to what was on this. And I'm going to use these brackets on the top to pull it up as well. So we're going to see if this thing fits before I get too spicy with anything on here. We could have trimmed a little bit off here. It's kind of weird how they got this. They're different. See how that one's shaped like, you know, kind of like California. And then this one's shaped like, never mind. Yeah, just I thought I can't put it all in at once. Sweet. Not much else to say about that. Build these quick straps for the top. She's done. Alright, you guys want to see something cool? Need a little bracket right here. What do you think? Will that work? Yeah, maybe we'll do another one of those. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Literally just using scrap steel for this, so might be 14 gauge, might be 16. Just don't look close, okay? Oh, don't. What I say? Don't look close. They're different thicknesses. It's fine though. So what I'm going to do now, drill a hole through here into the core support. Same thing over here. Drill her out, and then I'm going to put a rib nut on there, and you tell me, what do we do after that? This is just a rivet insert, nutsert, whatever you call it. Use this little guy, crimps it down on there. I was nice enough for the one I use all the time. So I got the drill bit size 2364. So we're gonna go ahead and roll back into existence. That radiator that's underneath there, it's a junker, don't worry. I already told you, but in case somebody skipped ahead, yeah. Whoa, put it in first gear. Simple as that. Drill the proper hole for this thing. Goes right there. I got a perfectly good, permanent-ish situation. I think what I might like to do is put a little brace out to the tip of that thing. Alright, went ahead and did something that make it stronger. Put one rib right in the center. Should be good enough to get it where we're going. That one's going to be nice. It's going to give a little bit of updraft action on it. So all I'm going to do is take the junk radiator out. Again, this was one that was in my old man's truck for a while, and it started leaking, and I think I probably threw it when I pulled it out of the truck. And I put it in here, and it started leaking in 2 spots, not just one. But I also ordered, gonna try it out. It was only like 15 bucks for another one of these boots. I know, 15. That's could have bought a couple Little Caesar pizzas. But I ordered I think it's 8 inches long, and it's got a 45. So it'll be able to droop this thing down, and it's just another boot, because this is just, it's not very good. But unfortunately, Sunday night right now, that thing won't be here. I think it's Sunday. Yep. That thing will not be here until Wednesday. So I'm going to change gears real quick, get this thing out of here, and make sure all this bolts up to the good radiator that I just ordered. And is that tight? It looks tight. Then I'm going to pull the bed off this thing. That'll be for a different video. Get out of there. Oh, dropped me clamp. Come on. That dang silly. Get out of the way, you stupid ground wire. I really need it. Don't touch it again. Just running low on fire starter too. And then boom. 55 cubic yards worth of cardboard here. Don't you tell me that thing got broken off. I will. Roll it. Sounds like we're getting some good rain out there right now. When the fire died down, I have to put that not plastic stuff in there, really give it a kick. They're touching, gosh dang it. That one's not. It's really close though. Oh. Yeah, let's put that in there. We'll put the bolts. Well, it turns out I just had to trust myself. Got everything down, tightened where it should be. This is definitely bent a little bit, so getting it in there, that was definitely an issue. But we got the same clearance there. A little bit tight right here, but it's not going to hit anything important. Ish. Down there is going to get a little sporty when I put the clamp on it. Got space there, space there, space there, space there, and we got space right there. Barely fit in there, I'll tell you what. Oh man, we barely got some space down in there. Oh jeez. It's always fun when you get packages. What's this one? What's the valve cover? Oh, there we go. This will be the new one. So we got an oil fill spot. Had to order this one. That one is Amazon there. This one I had to order from eBay. so it took a little bit longer, but still got it because Amazon didn't offer it. And I'm hoping these are the right ones. Looks like it'll do the job. This is the tappet cover oil fill spot delete plug. Plug that sucker in there. So those two, it's kind of funny they showed up on the same day, because I didn't order them at the same time. And this one should be, make sure my address isn't pointed at you guys. This one should be our layer tool. And it's kind of funny, external hard drive is in there too. I ordered it, it wasn't a free bird. I only need it for 2 beads now. No, 3. So by them not giving me enough pipe, gave me more options to use this bad boy. And it comes with a nice little carrying case. What a deal. Hopefully it's not a pile of junk. If you guys don't know, the oil fill location on this is also where the oil comes out of the P-pump. The injection pump squirts out there. So if you have a breather right here, it'll immediately fill that breather full, be pumping oil, look like you got major problems. Ask me how I know. P-pump swap a 24 valve breathers on the front there, and it immediately fills a catch can, full of contaminants of oil. So you delete on that and have a breather like it should be on the tappet cover. And check this out. It's so nice. Give her a little snug if you want a little extra deep. Give her a little bit more. We'll get a good bead right here. Give her a little bit more. Dang. That is worth it right there. That's like a proper stuck in there kind of a, damn. That actually did an awesome job. Granted, this is very thin aluminum. So what I need to do now, since I got this in here, oh, I put little cushions. I need to take that one out down there and these two out over here. And it's still another couple days out before the elbow's here. But the intercooler system will be done. I like that. I like it a lot. That was worth it, because I don't know how long that would have taken me to build that with a hammer. A little bitter about doing this, because I honestly wanted to run the Dodge valve cover. But looks like these covers have been replaced recently. And also we're going to see if the valve springs have been souped up. Be souped up, be souped up. Come on, be thick, boys. They don't look like they're the thick boys. It feels about like 11 thou. Oof, that one feels about 22. Probably could do with a valve lash adjustment on this, but that'll come for down the road a little bit. I don't really want to do that tonight. I just wanted to put this little guy on there so we can see how it looks. This means race truck right here. You've modified your front end and you can't use your original filler, so you gotta have one of these up there. Hang on, forgot to turn one of my lights on. Dark in here. That's a little better. Time to do some operation. My new boot showed up. Hopefully I got the right size. Yes sir, Bob, that's the right size, alright. Almost don't even need a clamp on there. Just kidding. Holy jeez. Wow, that's a lot of boot. Right in the boot. Oh, mackerel. There. Let's get a couple clamps. as crude as it can be without it being ugly. Well, I think the intercooler mess is all done. It's definitely kind of a bummer I got to go from 3 to 2.5, but I'm going to go with this. A lot of other guys will do intercooler in this area or up here. They'll do a air to water kind of an intercooler because just literally we don't have the real estate for it. Could have split the difference and moved the whole cab and everything forward slightly, but I think at the end of the day there wasn't enough room to do what we're really trying to do. But I like this idea, and if this little intercooler gets injured, we could put a Mishimoto one in there. I'm pretty confident that they're the same dimensions. I might have to make a couple adjustments to the bracketry, but you know, she's in there, and it's for being just kind of a slightly modified bolt together universal kit. She doesn't look too bad. Like, I don't mind it really at all. But I'm going to end this video here, but I got one question for you guys. I posted this on my Instagram and on the YouTube post, Instagram, whatever. I posted a photo of this cap up here. This is a second gen. I just cut it out of the old green truck, if you remember that from the first channel of E-Belt and Son. To have the filler neck right here, I can't go any higher because then I'd have to go into the box, and then that would just be another, I mean, could do it, but it would be a little bit more work. Not really that bad, honestly. Something I can make on the brake pretty quick. But my first plan was to put the filler neck right here. And a lot of you guys have recommended that I do that exactly right there. Like, that's honestly like the go-to. Think about it. Just put it right there kind of an idea. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, is putting that sucker in there. Rather than, I think it'd be pretty slick to have that custom on there. But I think I might go with what you guys are saying and just go back with what I thought from the beginning and have it up there. But yeah, so anyway, on the next video I'll have a full-on answer for that. Also, gooseneck ball, and this is done. So she's coming together. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. This channel is actually doing very well. I'm very happy with it. Thank you guys so much. Man, as soon as we get this thing wrapped up, it's going to be a couple weeks. I hope. And then we're moving on to the Charger. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We will see you on the next one.